ClassE, 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 ClassE.
What I need, I I got what I need, I got what I need. Taking shots at the guard, I will never be. Can't go back, I'll never leave. Put that on my grave, yeah, that's word to me. Yeah.
That's why I seen this in my past life. Always gotta count it, make sure that my cash right. When I walk out, I be dripping like I just got baptized. I don't see no competition, screaming fuck that side. Hey, yeah, fuck that side. From the north side, and of course I ride with my dogs. We say fuck them all, please don't get involved. Make a call, then they draw a chalk. This ain't hopscotch, no. Hey, I cannot fuck with the squares, must be out of your mind. Hey, I shed too many tears, yeah, I remember those nights, yeah, wanted to pull out my hair, I was so sick of this life, yeah, now I can see it all clear, I was just paying the price, yeah, now I'm trying to get paid, make sure when you count it, all the bills face the same, they gon' probably say I changed, new chapter, same page, want it all, same dream, circle small, change, say, yeah, it's looking like a dot now, whoa, yeah, I heard you on my spot now, no, I could never ever leave, what you mean, I got what I need with the team, what I need, yeah.
I got what I need, I got what I need. Taking shots at the guard, I will never be. Can't go back, I'll never leave. Put that on my grave, yeah, that's word to me. Yeah.
That's why I seen this in my past life. Always gotta count it, make sure that my cash right. When I walk out, I be dripping like I just got baptized. I don't see no competition, screaming fuck that side.
Whoa, come slide with me. When I was broke, they ain't wanna split the pie with me. Now I'm up, so they tryna catch a vibe with me. But I see jealousy with a side of envy. Now I'm just like, oh yeah. When I call them out, all them niggas wanna call me. Now I don't hear nothing unless that money talking. Learn to shut your mouth up when I pull up, I'll be parking. Some 40 shaking the apartment. Been putting on for the team. Told my city, yeah, I had the keys. Niggas hated, never penetrated, cause I get my all for the dream. Did it all with a breeze, yeah. Wasn't nobody but me, yeah. That's why I keep that thing on me. Niggas try to close range on it. There's some things that I never regret. I just cut them off if they don't cut the chain. Murder or death is how you get respect. I ain't dying, so bullets flying, we at your neck. I got what I need, I got what I need. Taking shots at the guard, I will never be. Can't go back, I'll never leave. Put that on my grave, yeah, that's word to me. Yeah.
That's why I seen this in my past life. Always gotta count it, make sure that my cash right. When I walk out, I be dripping like I just got baptized. I don't see no competition, screaming fuck that side.
I lie for you. I think I die for you. Jealousy cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller, controller. Yeah, like controller. Yeah, okay, you like it when I get aggressive. Tell you to go slower, go faster. Like controller. Yeah, like controller.
Break my heart, you wanna lie. Capture these niggas when I'm your guy. Playing these games, gotta control her. You was my baby, she love when I hold her. Come and roll with me, just like it's supposed to be. Run the one, I'll shoot the three. Got my loving, don't you see? Girl, you're the one I'm looking for. Every time you walk by, got me wanting more. Yeah, one night, that's all I need. Let me buy your shit like Baltimore. I can't trust the thought they just want the bread. There's more to offer, don't want the head. They looking for sex when I'm looking for love. It's DTB till I end up dead. Top rock, now she shaking her head. Just bump this shit when you hop in the whip. When I dip, you dip, we doing this shit. Hey, Trish, Mary J, gotta get you lit. I got a feeling I'm falling for you. Got me stuck in my ways, don't know what to do. Break my heart, you wanna lie. Capture these niggas when I'm your guy. These games, gotta control her. You was my baby, she love when I hold her. Come and roll with me, just like it's supposed to be. Run the one, I'll shoot the three. Got my loving, don't you see? Got my loving, don't you see?
But you can't just listen, come tell my sorry. You can't listen to me talking, go tell my story. It don't work like that when you lost somebody. My old flex and my new flex now, and we're working on.
Hey, yo, Juan, you made this?
The flow. It be on fire, nigga. Let go. All these niggas wanna do is trap, rob and kill shit. I be on some get money, stay out the way and chill shit. Niggas think they funny like Chris Rock, I'm on some real shit. Oh shit, I'm focused, nigga. I done fell in love with all the emotion, nigga. All this drip just call me Aquaman, born out the ocean, nigga. Steady heating up, we bout to blow like an explosion, nigga. Mama always told me never move off your emotions, nigga. So I took it, locked it in a box and threw away the key. I got me a crazy yellow chick, I call her Pretty V. Just like my initials, only thing she like is double C. Get inside that pussy, now she scratching like a DVD. Everything I do it right, won't have to double back. RP to Bernie, nigga, you know I'm a fucking Mac. Pull up in that Cadillac to feel the diamond in the back. Ask them just like T.I.P. what you know about that. Money, hoes, cars and clothes. You already know how my young niggas roll. This a Dreamville, put in work like J. Cole. Stacking all the money, getting old, growing more. Lower niggas talk behind my back, can't say it to my face. Flugger always do what he like, give a fuck what niggas think. You can call me ugly, but not broke, I'm laughing to the bank. I done ran a long ways, feeling just like Tom Hanks. All these niggas wanna do is trap, rob and kill shit. I be on some get money, stay out the way and chill shit. Niggas think they funny like Chris Rock, I'm on some real shit.
Everything husky.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing, tomorrow's here again.
It's a brand new day, never hold on to hate. Cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place. All queens got a seat at my table. Cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe. And so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity. Until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan. Cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing, tomorrow's here
It's a
again.
lot of high rappers tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact. Cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school, need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young. Black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend.
But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing, tomorrow's.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend.
But soon the sunshine.
All right, we back in here, y'all. What's up, everybody? How can you not sing along with that song? I love it, man. Tomorrow's here again. Shout out to the bishop. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love that. Excuse me. And shout out to everybody that's in the building too. Good to see y'all in here. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. I know I can't sing, but I can't help it, man. That song's just too good. I love the message. I love the vibes. Big shout out to the Bishop, man, for the official theme song of the Music Morning Show. Which, by the way, welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. This is the 3rd episode this year. We going crazy. I'm your host, ClassE Beats of ClassEbeats.com. Y'all know what time it is. Today, we are going to discuss a couple of topics. You may have seen the thumbnail. You might be watching the replay, or you saw the title of the video. We're going to be talking about strategy today. So y'all are tired of hearing it from me. So I'm going to be reacting to a couple of videos where some artists that are winning today are giving you guys some great advice and some great ideas, some things we've talked about on the show on how to win in 2024. So definitely look forward to that. Of course, we're going to be reviewing some music as well. So if you guys want to submit your music, excuse me, we're getting there, y'all. We're going to get there. If you guys want to get your music reviewed, super easy to do. All you have to do if you're watching on BandLab is drop the links to your music right there in the live chat. If you're watching anywhere else, you can submit using the link in the description. And I also dropped it in the chat for y'all too. You can submit as many songs as you want to, but we won't be able to get to all of them today. So y'all just keep that in mind. And I'm going to do my utmost best to make sure I get everybody in here. Let me say what's up to the chat. I'm going to keep it moving because we have a crazy day today. And I'm going to talk to y'all about it in a little bit. We've got Muse Minds in the building. Shout out to Muse Mind. Good to see you. He says, good morning. Good morning. I love that song, man. Casper Clark is in here. She says, good rising. Class Act is in the building. Good to see you, man. LA Woods up in here. Shout out to LA Wood. She says, classy, salute. She said, I love the shirt, by the way. Thank you. You know, we looking all fresh and clean on the screen. Y'all know how we do it in here on the Music Morning Show. Appreciate that, LA. We got Say X over on BandLab. I know what you're doing there, but I'm not gonna say it on the live stream. Shout out to you. We've got Slick Motive 3 is in here. Or is it Slick? I think it's just Slick Motive. Slick Motive's in here. Of course, Triple X World is in the building. We've got Carbon James, Ricky Jr. Oh man. Excuse me. Ricky Jr. is in here. He says, I'm back. Shout out to Ricky Jr. And then we got DB and Tusi up in the building too. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to Young Steppa in the building too. Yeah, let's go. He said, classy, always looking fresh and clean. I appreciate it, man. TK is up in here too. Asked a great question. He said, are distributors allowed to take songs down from SoundCloud? Yes. Unfortunately, yes, they are. Now, depending on the distributor you use, they may have certain deals that allow them to keep their music up, like with DistroKid, which shout out to DistroKid, by the way. They are the official sponsor of the Music Morning Show. If y'all haven't tapped in with DistroKid, make sure you do that. Actually, you know what, to start off the show, I probably should do a little monologue to start the show, but hey, we're new to this. We're only less than 12 months in, so y'all give me a break, man. I'm working on it. But I will actually go into depth on some of the ways you can protect your music, TK. But yes, to answer your question, distributors can take your music down from streaming platforms, whether it's SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever. So YouTube, yeah, all of that. They can take your music down from anywhere, depending on the distributor that you go with. But we'll talk about a couple options that you have, especially, of course, the sponsor of the show. If you use DistroKid, there are some benefits you have to using DistroKid too. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get to these announcements, and then I'll show you guys a little something over on DistroKid for TK to answer that question, and then we'll get into it. So first off, y'all know what time it is. It's Wednesday, and what is happening today? Hold on a second. We got to shut it down real quick. Let me pause this. Today, man, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is time, y'all. The Song of the Night Live Season 6 tournament is here. Let's go. You see LA Wood in the chat talking about it. She's getting ready. She's over there getting ready for the tournament. It is going to be crazy, y'all. So many dope artists are going to be in the tournament tonight. It's going to be a great time. And even if you didn't make it into the tournament, you still have an opportunity to win, which is even better. So make sure y'all tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not only to get a chance to win, but you still have an opportunity to get your music played, even if you didn't make it into the tournament, which I'll be going over that once we actually start the live stream. But keep that in mind. Also, we'll be giving away door prizes, of course, and you guys will get to see live who is going to be crowned the season 6 Song of the Night live winner. Now, here's everybody who's in the tournament, just to remind y'all, and this is what the matchups are going to look like. So we've got 40, Miss Gabs, Dizzy Days, Tokyo Judy, Top Shelf Mexican, Smooth Game, Mandy X, A-Lo, The Lyric, Rich, Javier LaFleur, Tizzy Mac, Stovey, Kenazi, LA Wood, who y'all saw in the chat. We've got Antonio Dale, Quick, and Smizzy Smart Hard up in here. Yeah, shout out to JP. I see you over on Band Lab too. Good to see you, man. So again, make sure you guys are locked in and you're ready for tonight. It's going to be a great show. I know LA is getting ready to shut it down over there tonight, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and get this music playing in the background. Y'all know I gotta have background music on here. Even when I'm working, I have something playing in the background. Okay, so TK was asking a question. Let me get MuseMine up here real quick. He said, DistroKid is by far the best distributor. I switched from United Mastered. DistroKid is amazing. I've heard very few good things about United Masters. There's nothing against United Masters. Maybe I need to do my research probably, but I won't say I've had a bad experience with them, but I've heard from a lot of people who've used United Masters that they've had some issues. But I will say with DistroKid, they are absolutely amazing. They do a great job. They make the process so easy and smooth. I haven't had any issues with DistroKid since I've been using them, and I've been using DistroKid for, what is it, 2024? It'll be half a decade here coming up soon, which is crazy. So big shout out to DistroKid. Shout out to Casper Clark in the building with the super chat. He said, I see you, E, putting in that work, my dude. Good job, man. Thank you. Hey, all gas, no brakes, man. This is the year of the Mamba mentality. Rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi. But yeah, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. Y'all may have missed it. I actually did have my first official non-beat related video that I released this morning, and we're going to be doing that every single day. We got a video releasing at 9:15 every morning. So if y'all want to catch some of it, for some of y'all who are watching the replay and you're not able to watch the entire live stream, I'm actually breaking down some of the topics that we covered during the live stream just to give you guys more of an opportunity to easily access and easily review some of the videos. So thank y'all to everybody who watched it and everybody who was in there as well. So super looking forward to that. Okay, we're gonna get into it. LA Wood says fire. Thank you to Casper Clark for that super chat too. I appreciate it. And then TK is still talking about DistroKid. He said, but there's people that actually stole beats and somehow it's still up on SoundCloud. Yeah, it's so you could always email your distributor and find out the reason that they took it down. It could be because maybe you didn't renew your membership with them. I know some people have said with United Masters that was an issue that they ran into, was they didn't pay or they didn't renew their membership with United Masters and they took their music down. So I would just email them, TK, and they should be able to get back to you pretty quick. Who else we got in here? Stepa says, oh yeah, I've been using DistroKid for a year now. I know, because they took all my money off Cash App. Hey, shout out to DistroKid. They earned it. They earned it, Stepa. Yeah, they do a great job. So yeah, give them your money. And LA say hashtag no breaks. We are going crazy 2024 and it's only up for here. So I'm excited about it. All right. So I wasn't planning on doing this, but we're going to do a little bit of, I don't want to say a monologue, but TK brought up a great conversation and I just want to quickly show y'all DistroKid in case you haven't seen it. It's super easy to use and I'm going to show you kind of the process you would go through if you use DistroKid and some of the added benefits they have for uploading music there. So as y'all can see, I've got a ton of songs uploaded. I've been uploaded to DistroKid for a very, 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 very long time. Y'all know I've got over 2,000 beats in my store, and 97% of them are on Spotify. And shout out to DistroKid for making it so easy. So this is what the screen looks like when you first log in. You'll see all your music. The green dot next to it means that it's distributed. The yellow dot means that it's being processed and hasn't been completely distributed. If you click on one, this is a beat that I uploaded today. I've got it scheduled to release on January 10th. And then it gives you all the information here. Now, so what does it look like if you want to go into DistroKid and upload your music? First of all, they go through the services. They give you all the options they have for you to distribute your music to. So they show you all the platforms. You can even do Snapchat now. I don't do Snapchat right now just because I'm not really clear on their terms of use when it comes to music. So I don't upload there, and it's a little different than other platforms. So then it asks you how many songs you want to release. Super easy. Has the single been previously released? In most cases, no. Now you guys see, excuse me, I have an artist band name here. And if it's your first time using this or you haven't uploaded to a distributor yet, you can type in a new name. And then if it doesn't find it on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube, it'll say, hey, is this you, or are you making a new account? Or are you uploading under a new artist? And then they'll help you not only for Spotify, they'll not only help you create your Spotify profile, but they'll actually help you get access to your Spotify for Artist profile, which is key to accessing some of the great information that Spotify for Artists has on the back end for you to set up your distribution campaigns, for you to set up your discovery mode campaigns. And they have so many options once you get access to your Spotify for Artists. So if y'all aren't using that, you're really missing out on some great tools with Spotify. But let's go ahead and put ClassE Beats back in there. Y'all see it's already got my Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Instagram, all of that connected. Then you would just select your release date. We're gonna hear Nick D, I think, mentioned it the other day, but you guys take this what you will, and I'm not even gonna mention it. Never mind. You can set whatever release date you want to. Some people say you need to do it 2 weeks out. Some people say a month. Some people say you can submit it the next day. To me, I think it's just totally up to you. Then, of course, your record label. My record label is ClassE Music Group. Shout out to CMG Records. We got some big things coming up in the next year or two, so y'all stay tuned for that. And then English, you pick your genre. Secondary genre, you don't have to put it. Then you would select your image. They give you all the details here on what you need to upload, so it's pretty standard like everything else. Then you put your track title. Also, are there featured artists? The cool thing about this is, let's say I have a featured artist on here and they don't have a distributor or they don't have a DistroKid account. Once you add them, you can actually send them a discount for them to sign up to, and then you can add more artists. It's super easy to do. And it asks you if you want to add a version type to this, if it's the radio edit or something else. You upload your audio file here, Dolby Atmos. This is, most people don't even need to worry about this. Most artists don't even need to worry about this. Are you the songwriter, or did somebody else write this one? Maybe if it's a cover, then you put your full name in here. Most of y'all know my government name, but I'm not going to type it on the screen. Explicit lyrics. Some of y'all now, this is going to be yes, but when I upload beats, it's no. Radio edit, it asks you again. Instrumental, I put here because there's no lyrics. Then you got the preview clip start time. Now, this is pretty dope. This is one of my favorite features of DistroKid as a distributor. So say, like, you, even if you're uploading beats, for example, and you have an intro that's maybe a little bit long, it has a lot of a buildup, you just want to get into the main verse or the main hook. Same thing with artists. You can specify where exactly you want the song to start, which is dope, especially for Apple Music. You guys know they only play a preview, so if you want to preview a specific part of your song, you can select it right there. You get to set your price. You know, we get in the bag over here, so we put it at $129 for iTunes and Amazon. Nah, we don't do 69 cents. Hey yo. Yeah, we're maxing it out. And then of course, this is another dope feature as well with LA Wood. If she already has Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube Music, all you have to do is put her URL or her artist code in here for each one, and it'll link the song that you're releasing to her profile. Super dope as well. Now, this is where we get into what TK was talking about a little bit. So DistroKid gives you bonuses and different options that you can do to help not only protect your music, but to keep your music all in one place, to give you access to your music if you ever were to leave DistroKid for whatever reason as a distributor. They have a discovery pack. It says, add this single to global databases that people use to match music and artist information. It includes song recognition and millions of automobiles or whatever. Okay, that's cool. YouTube Content ID. This is dope for a lot of y'all who are releasing music. If you use YouTube Content ID, anytime someone uses your music in a video, or maybe they upload a lyric video, or even if I'm making a YouTube video like this and I play your music on the live stream, YouTube Content ID will pick that up and you'll get paid for somebody using your music on a YouTube video or on the YouTube platform, which is super dope as well. Store Maximizer. DistroKid will automatically deliver this single to new online stores and streaming services as we add them, which is often. Yep, that's super dope. If you don't select this, what you have to do is you'll have to go back through your old releases and you'll just have to click on the release. You'll go to edit and then you'll have to add the new stores, which, I mean, that's up to y'all if you want to do that. Social phone number. There's a lot of other services that I think are cheaper than this you can use, but totally up to y'all. Loudness normalization. That's another option. Leave a legacy. Now, this is the one, TK, that would be an option for you. This is a one-time fee. It's non-recurring. It says DistroKid will never delete this single. Even if you cancel your account or your credit card is declined, you can always choose to delete it at any time or not. You will continue to accrue all royalties as normal, protect your music, and leave a legacy for future generations. All right. So, I mean, guys, DistroKid is $20 a year. It's so affordable. So I can't see a reason why you would want to cancel it. But if you feel like you want to have an extra level of protection and you want to leave a legacy, you can do that, and that way you don't have to worry about the song being taken down. And then, of course, DistroKid music video distribution. You can basically link a music video to this release, and then you go through here and you check all these boxes. Make sure you guys read this, and if you're okay with it, you check it. And then that's pretty much it. That's how you upload the DistroKid. Super easy to do. So if you guys do not have DistroKid or you don't have a distributor, you want to sign up, you can use my affiliate link that I have with them. The link is in the description. Like I said, it's only $20 a year for you to sign up, and you get to release unlimited amounts of songs, which is super, super, super dope. So shout out to DistroKid and thank them for sponsoring the show and being the official sponsor of the Music Morning Show. I appreciate y'all. All right, let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Big Chris is up in here. Shout out to Chris. JP's in the building. What's up, man? Who else we got in here? Steezo's in the building. He says, Happy New Year, G. Rap Chat has that thing going on where they split the profits with producers. So you're essentially able to use any beat. Yeah, shout out to Rap Chat for adding that, which is dope. So if you guys go over to Rap Chat, or if you record on Rap Chat, you will see something a little new. Next to some of the beats, you'll see these little icons that shows like a Spotify and Apple Music icon. And what that is Rap Chat just released distro to be able for y'all to record and distribute music on Rap Chat, which is super dope. I know BandLab does this too. They've been doing this for a while, but now Rap Chat's doing it as well. So if you go to the app or if you go to the website, you'll be able to click and learn more about what their distribution process looks like. But you split the royalties. You don't have to pay anything up front, and you don't have to pay unless you make money, which is another cool option too. So shout out to Rap Chat for making that available, and thank you to Steezo for bringing that up. Who else we got in here? Aiden Kelly's in the building. What's up, man? Free says, ClassE, you ever check out that track for me? I know you probably have been busy. No, Free, send it in and I will make sure I get it in there today. If you could, Free, just send it in today and I'll make sure I get it. Because I was supposed to get it yesterday, I think. And I did not do that, man. I appreciate it. Javier LaFleur said, what's up, y'all? Checking in from court. Oh, man. Javier LaFleur, man, you got to stop speeding. That man's over there in traffic court. He took the analogy we used yesterday about going 89 on the interstate, literally. So he's in court right now having to pay all those traffic tickets. Oh, man. All right, and Free's in here too. He said I sent it. Okay, Free. I'll make sure I get you in there. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. I said what's up to Carbon James. Okay, we're gonna get into it. So, talking about strategy. You guys know I talked about it a little bit on the first episode, but we have some big things planned this year for the community, for the Song of the Night Live, and for the Music Morning Show. But specifically, I want to talk today about release strategy. Now, I can give my own opinion and my own kind of view, and some of y'all have heard it, of what a good release strategy is, how often you should be releasing, where you should be releasing. And I'm actually changing a few things on how I'm releasing music this year and what I'm focusing on. And thankfully I had a couple of years of experience and data that I've been able to see and analyze what's been working for me. And I think that is a big part of knowing and planning your strategy for a specific year and even down to each release. So, but you guys are tired of hearing from me, so I'll be giving a little bit of commentary throughout the show. Like I said, because I do have some experience. I've got over 30,000 monthly listeners right now, and I've had up to over 70,000 monthly listeners at the beginning of last year. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to hear from my new favorite. I won't say my new favorite, but one of my favorite up and coming artists, independent artists right now, which is Nick D. We talked about him yesterday, and I mentioned him to y'all last year just because this guy is winning, and you're going to be hearing a lot from me and a lot from Nick, just having conversations, because Nick is winning right now. He is at his peak. He's going crazy, and he has a lot of great information on just how you can win and release music independently. So let me go ahead and get into it. We're going to check out this video, and actually let me pause the music playing in the background, or let me just turn it down. There we go. So again, you will be able to find all these videos at the end of the show in the description of this video. But in this one, Nick just released this a few weeks ago, and he was talking about his release strategy for 2024, what he's going to be doing, what some of the things that you guys could do as artists to get your music out there and create more content surrounding your music. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Let me turn down this music a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and get into it and see what he's talking about. And shout out to everybody in the chat. If y'all have questions or thoughts, I'll be answering those throughout the show. Also, if you guys send in super chats, don't worry, I'll be reading those throughout the show too. Let's get into it.
So, Spotify release strategy. What I'm doing, and what I really think is best for most people to do, is release frequently. The smartest thing I think you can do is to release frequently. And I think most people's gripe, I guess we can there's probably a few gripes. One of them would be, I can't afford to make music that often, it's too expensive. Another gripe might be, I don't want to overwhelm the listener with...
I'll let him finish.
Too frequent of releases. You know, you don't want to have your listener grow tired of your music.
That's just crazy to me that... Oh man, I don't know where that comes from, but I just hate that thought. Like, how could your fans get tired of your music? Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting thing that people think that. I know there is certain thoughts and certain psychology behind how often you could release, but yeah, y'all know how I am. If you're making great music, if you're making dope music, you have true fans. I mean, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for you to lose in that case.
Maybe there's more gripes, I'm not sure. But to the listener grow tired one, or you don't want to overwhelm the listener, what I would say is, I'm the perfect example of it being the opposite. I've released
There you go.
Every 2 weeks, sometimes weekly, for the last 4 years, with a couple albums in between. And my numbers have only gone up. You know, I've only streamed more. And I think the most
There you go.
important thing that people don't realize is that I'm in the game of building catalog, right? Because the more you release, the more songs you have, the more your daily streams add up over time. And I think a lot of people are trying to just get one song to go bananas.
Yeah, then that's a great point. What do you guys, I should have asked this at the beginning, but let me know in the chat, what is your strategy as far as releasing your music? Are you guys focused on albums? Are you focused on singles? Are you like a Nick D and a Connor? Are you focused on content? Are you like a LaRussell where you're focused on more tangible, physical, one-on-one interactions with people, whether that be shows? Is your plan like a Russ to where you're going to go the independent route until you can get a label to back you? I mean, there's so many paths in this music business to success. So I'm interested to know, y'all let me know in the chat what your plans are, or what your strategy is for this year and just for each release in general.
When a more realistic approach is to just release more music and it'll add up. It'll add up to a one song going bananas if you just release more music. And the likelihood of you getting one to go bananas increases the more frequent that you release. Yeah. So that's where my head has always been. It's always been to release frequently and to keep people happy. Like, for example, if you're releasing frequently and someone doesn't like your song, they just won't listen to it. They're not gonna be like, ah, man, I wish my favorite artist stopped releasing so frequently.
Exactly.
They just won't listen to that one. If it's not for them.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Like, if people don't like it, they just won't listen to it. But that doesn't mean just because one of your fans or a couple of your fans or a new listener doesn't like it, that somebody else might not like it. And talking about the catalog, I see some of y'all mentioning this in the chat. Just because they don't like it now doesn't mean that they won't like it in the future. So, man, we talked about it yesterday just with the compound interest that you can gain from music and having a solid catalog. Y'all are gonna hear me say this so many times, but if you focus on making great music, I mean, it's gonna be so easy for someone to find you a year later and they're gonna go back to the music that you released last year and be like, oh man, and start going through your catalog and you get 20 people to do that, 50 people to do that, 100 people to do that, 1,000 people to do that. Man, that catalog, having a solid catalog is so powerful. And I know that from experience too, just with beats. So
they won't listen. And if they do like it, they'll listen a ton. They'll throw it on repeat.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And if you're an artist who doesn't have many listeners, and you're saying to yourself that you don't want to overwhelm the listener with releases, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have many listeners, I think you're still in the phase of like grow your listener base.
Yep.
And the best way to grow your listener base is to give people more options.
Yeah. Exactly.
To find music that they like, that they resonate with, that they enjoy listening to. I don't think you can overwhelm a listener. I think people consume and digest and move on from content so quickly that I think people just would be happier if they had another option.
And this is why, this is the biggest reason Taylor Swift, well, okay, let me not say that. And this is probably a bad example. But take this with a grain of salt. I think this is one of the bigger reasons why Taylor Swift and Drake are doing as well as they have. Now, we can go into the record label side of things and all of that, but they make music that is relatable and a lot of people are able to listen to. Think of how Taylor Swift started country and then she moved into pop. Now she's got kind of her own lane that she's going into. Same thing with Drake. If you want to go back to Michael Jackson, I mean, so many artists you can think of, independent and artists that had record labels behind them. One of the biggest reasons that they went so far and were able to do so well is because they had music that was relatable to more than just one person. Now, at the beginning, you know, I get it. You want to focus on your niche of people and the people that are listening to you. But as you continue to grow, there's going to be more and more and more and more opportunity for you to make music for maybe a different type of listener that not only your original fan base can listen to, but that more people want to listen to as well. So something to think about.
Listener, I think people consume and digest and move on from content so quickly that I think people just would be happier if they had another option.
Yeah, Creole's got it.
And a real world testament to that is obviously my career of releasing frequently all the time, but another real world testament to that is, and I talked about it in my book, I wrote a book titled You Don't Want It Bad Enough, and I'll put it in the description if you want it. But
yeah, and if you guys want this book too, I need to put this in the description. Y'all can find it. Go to nickdbook.com and get the book. I got the book myself. I listened to the podcast that comes with it because he's got a lot of bonuses that come with this too. He's got a PDF book, a podcast that comes with it, the audio book. He's got a workbook as well. So if you guys want to get that, just go to nickdbook.com, and you can also find the link to this book in the description too. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. Quick
I talked about it in my
commercial
book
for
where I had a song start to go viral in
What's up,
January with content that I was making on TikTok. January of 2022. And it started to go viral, and immediately what I did was release a new song. Because people in the comments, they'll say, I love this song, release more, release more. And I think most people make the mistake of trying to run one song into the ground, when what people want is more. They tell you, like, you have built-in feedback in your comments.
The audio is choppy.
And all you have to do is listen. I think most people just think they know best when the people are telling you what they want. The listener's telling you what they want, you just gotta give it to them. I think people just overthink this thing so much. I think if you just create a ton, get your reps in, you'll get better over time, and it'll become easier to be good more consistently, and you'll miss less. Like, you'll have less bad songs. You'll just be making better songs more often, which will make you more excited and more energetic to release them. So that's one side of it. The other flip side to what the other gripe was that I can't afford it. And I'm gonna change scenery for that.
Yeah, so before he gets into that part, that was the and y'all are saying the audio's choppy. Is it good? We should be good. Yeah, so nah, we're good. We're good. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna let Nick talk.
And to the gripe of I can't afford it, what I think is happening is most people are spending entirely too much money on.
Y'all are saying the audio's choppy. Hold on a second. Whose audio is choppy? Is my audio choppy?
The other gripe was I can't afford it. And I'm gonna change scenery for that.
Yeah, so before he gets into that part, that was the and y'all are saying the audio's choppy. Is it good? We should be good. Whose audio is choppy? Yeah, I think that might be y'all. I'll double check and make sure we're good. But yeah, mine's not either, LA. I don't know. Here we go.
Releasing music. There's a ton of more affordable ways, and I'll talk about that probably I'll make a different video on how you can release music more affordably so that you're not spending so much when you're trying to release.
Yeah, so anyway, talking about releases, a lot of y'all and a lot of artists will hear and say, oh, if you make a one song, you just stop making that song and you go and just promote the song that's doing well. And I think you guys have seen that's where a lot of one-hit wonders go wrong. You'll see somebody that'll make a song and it'll blow up and it'll continue to do well, and they'll just keep doubling down on that one song, which I think is important just from a marketing standpoint, that if you find something that is working, you need to promote it. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't release anything else just out of fear that it might not do that well. If a lot of those artists who had done songs like that had continued to create and had continued to produce music that was not only similar to the music that they were producing, but actually listening to what the community was saying about the music, I think so many of them could have done a lot better. And what ends up happening is, if you look back at a lot of songs that did really well and then they peaked and then they went down, is the artist doesn't start promoting or releasing more music until they start to see a decline from the song that went huge. And that's what Nick is saying there. It's just, you gotta keep promoting, keep going, because while you have people's eyes and while you have people looking at your content, that's only more people that can listen to the music that you released in the past, like we said, and that are going to listen to the music that you're going to keep releasing after that major hit. So
all right, what else do we got? And I talked about this before, but I think people are relying too heavily on playlists. For example, like I said, I have around 4 million monthly listeners right now, and I'm still doing about 1 million streams every day. And 2%,
1 million streams every day.
2% of the million streams that I do every day come from editorial playlists. I think people are still just trying way too hard to get into editorial playlists.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right. So if I were to show you guys, let me see. And this is something I'm doing different for my strategy this year. If I were to show you guys, oh, look at that. The numbers are up. I didn't want to show this because I was going to be embarrassed because my numbers were down. But numbers are looking up, y'all. We got a 5% increase. Oh, y'all can't even see it because I've got the screen split. So we're doing good. The numbers are up. Numbers don't say everything, but it's always cool to see. This is how many listeners I've had this week. We got 10,000 listeners in the last 7 days. We're at increase of 3%. We got 23,000 streams. Oh my goodness. In the last week, going crazy. And then the followers are up too. Followers are going crazy. And I think that's a lot because I've been using the Spotify discovery mode, which is dope. But if you guys look, we're going to go and see which playlist I'm on. I'm on a lot of the algorithmic playlists are dope. The editorial playlist you guys can see here. I'm on 3 of them, technically 4, but I've got 8 songs on this one, 4 songs on this one, and 1 song on this Spotify playlist, which is dope. But if we go and we see, where is it? Is it under audience? What is it? I'm trying to remember where to find it. Because there's a place where you can see where your streams are coming from. And I'm trying to playlist releases. I'm going to find it for y'all while we finish with Nick's video. But anyway, I'm actually the opposite of Nick. The majority of the streams from my beats come from editorial playlists. The ratio between editorial playlists versus user generated playlists is starting to level out a little bit more, but that's something I'm really focusing on changing because there's a big benefit to having artists that are actually adding your music to playlists versus editorial playlists. And of course, the biggest factor being control, right? You guys really can't control whether you're on that playlist or not. It's just up to whoever's managing that playlist to determine if you stay on there or not. Now, luckily for me, the songs that I did and have on those playlists have done really well, and they've been on there for over a year, almost 2 years actually. So thankful to Spotify for that. Thank you for rocking with the music. But we're going to be making some changes this year to just kind of level the playing field. That way I have a majority, if not more, user generated playlists that my songs/beats are on versus editorial playlists. Anyway, let's keep it going with Nick, and I'm going to see if I can find those metrics.
They think it's going to change their life or change their career. It's like there's 1 million songs uploaded every week. And every one of those people are also trying to get into editorial playlists. And there's only so many playlists. There's only so many songs that fit in each playlist. So I think that's the wrong game. I never cared about play. Like when I go in and I pitch a song, sometimes I'll tell a joke, sometimes I'll say, hey, how you doing? Hope you're well. And I just go in to pitch so that I get Release Radar. Release Radar goes out to the people that already follow me on Spotify.
Yeah,
but I'm not trying to get, if I get a playlist, that's awesome, that's a bonus. But it's not my goal. My goal was never to get playlists, because you know who's in playlists? Random casual listeners, right? Not fans. The people in playlists don't care about your next release. They don't care about, I don't know, man.
And he's
they don't care about you.
And that's kind of what I've been saying today and what we said yesterday. The playlists, the users that are listening to playlists are just there for the playlist. You know, they don't know you. They just know, oh, this is a cool song. But what Nick is saying is if you bring people to music because of you and because of your brand, it has a bigger impact on you having not only control over what they listen to, when they hear you, what they hear, but they also have more loyalty to you because they're there for you and not just because it's a Spotify editorial playlist. Man, I cannot find
the best way to get people to care about you, unfortunately, is to post more content.
Ads.
Now, I know a lot of the more artsy artists, right? A lot of artists don't like making content. They don't want to post content. And I get it.
Content. I don't like it either sometimes.
I think anyone wants to make content. They just want to make music and have it perform well. But unfortunately, this is not the reality, right? That's not the time we're living in.
Tell them, Nick.
Especially if you're an independent artist.
I've been trying to tell
With no
them.
budget.
I can't find it, y'all. I'm trying to find this metric. It's killing
Right
me.
under this tires of groundhog hole. It'd be wild if it ran out right now. I mean, my strategy is the same. It hasn't changed because it hasn't stopped working. And I feel like I don't think it's going to change. Like, I think that's the game. Like, you work really hard, you release a lot of music, you create consistently, and eventually something works. Now, if you're an artist that just really, really wants to do an album, you love the idea of conceptualizing a project, I still personally don't think that it's the best way to grow as an artist, right? Those are great things for an already established artist. But if you are that kind of artist, I think the best way for you to go about it would possibly be waterfall releases. And what that is you release a single, and then you release another single that's attached to the same single, so it'd be like a double single. And you do it again. I don't know how many you can do inside one, but you can also just release a single once a week for 10 weeks and then put them all onto a project. There you go.
All right, hold on. Let's run that. We got to run that one back real quick. And yeah, I'll be reading the chat here shortly. I did not forget about y'all. Let me run this back real quick. I think we need to hear that one more time.
Already established artist. But if you are that,
a little bit more. I know, Creole. Me too.
something works.
Me too.
Now, if you're an artist that just really the game, like you work really hard, you release a lot of music, you create consistently, and eventually something works.
He's right.
Now, if you're an artist that just really, really wants to do an album, you love the idea of conceptualizing a project, I still personally don't think that it's the best way to grow as an artist, right? Those are great things for an already established artist.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with music videos, y'all. It's right now the landscape of music. You can have a bigger, more of an impact if you just release different types of content just versus one just music video. So you can make the music video and then have shorter content from that, and have different types of content, maybe behind the scenes content that you do. But just having the music video alone is just kind of the same thing he's saying about albums. It's cool, but it's not going to have the biggest impact.
But if you are that kind of artist, I think the best way for you to go about it would possibly be waterfall releases. And what that is you release a single, and then you release another single that's attached to the same single, so it'd be like a double single. Then you do it again. I don't know how many you can do inside one, but you can also just release a single once a week for 10 weeks and then put them all onto a project. There you go. But you did it in a way that's more beneficial for the algorithm. Yes, the algorithm.
Don't say algorithm, Nick.
And also, like,
artists are gonna get triggered.
Release Radar is my best friend currently, right? I have like 300
I really want to find this.
50 or 60 or 70,000 followers on Spotify. So I love Release Radar. I can just release a song, not tell anyone it's there, and it'll still perform really well. For example, I released a Christmas song
Release
last week.
Radar is dope.
I submitted the song for release on Sunday. I pitched the song on Tuesday night, and it came out Thursday night at midnight. So all of it within less than a week's time. And the only reason I pitch songs, really, like I said, is to get my Release Radar. And that song on the first day did 116,000 streams.
Jeez.
And I didn't tell anyone it was there. I didn't announce it. It just did 116,000 streams because of the people who follow me on Spotify.
Dang, that's crazy, man. Y'all give it up for Nick. And I see Creole in the chat. We're going to talk about that in a minute because you're also a great example of how you can do this well. That's crazy, man. Yeah, release Radar is dope. And that's a good way of just getting your music back out to the people who are already listening and finding new people too. But it's crazy, man. This guy's killing it. I love it.
How did I get that many followers on Spotify? Just from making a ton of content over the last few years. But what I was talking about with the algorithm was, I think that because I release frequently and people expect my releases, I'm at the top or somewhere near the top of people's release radar. Because I release frequently, I'm in the release radar, and they know it's coming and they check it out. So And if they check it out and they like it, they'll put it in their own playlist. They'll listen to it again, they'll save it. If they check it out and they don't like it, they won't. It's no skin off my back, it's no skin off theirs. So I think your strategy should be that you just stop overthinking the whole process.
Stop overthinking,
You know, don't
man.
bank on playlisting. You
Say
don't need
this
to
all the
pitch your
time.
song 3 to 4 weeks in advance, 5, 6 weeks in advance.
Yep.
Because why? Because you waste all that valuable time. You waste 3, 4, 6 weeks between releases, and people are in between releases, they're already forgotten you even make music. Right? It takes too long. You have to be constantly in front of people.
And the reason that, and again, guys, y'all have to think, I said this, and I don't know, maybe this will be my phrase. If you want record label results, you have to put in record label effort. The reason y'all see some of the biggest artists are out there and they're dropping content, or they're, you know, making albums and just releasing the album, they'll tease the album here. It's because not only do they have money behind them, obviously, but they have a machine behind them. And this machine is pitching to radio, creating content here, sharing content there. Some of the record labels that they're with have control of a lot of these platforms. So I say, if you want record label results, you have to put in record label effort, meaning at scale. So not you have to put $100,000 into your music, you're not going to make it. No, but you have to consistently be in front of the users and giving them a reason to listen. So yeah, and then that's for a lot of us. I know I see some of y'all in the comments saying content is tough. It is, but right now the landscape of music, that is just, it's just a staple. It's just like having a high quality sound now. You have to have content along with your music, and that's just going to be your best opportunity to get in front of more listeners and to gain loyal, consistent fans. So let's finish this video up.
That's how I've always felt. That's what I share with others, and it seems to work with them too. There's a lot of artists that kind of apply this stuff, and the response from my book has been incredible. People who read my book, they change their strategy, and this stuff just starts, I don't know, it's a more practical approach to making a living making music. It's a different goal system, right?
Practical is the key.
The goal here is not to be, you know, one of the biggest artists in the world. The goal here is to just make a living doing something we love, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say your goal. I mean, probably some of you guys watching this want to be an A-list superstar. I get it. I've never wanted to be that.
No, I'm good.
I don't have a desire in that. But I think a lot of people watching this, they just want to make a living making music, right? They just want to feed their family doing something they enjoy.
There you go, free.
And I think the most practical way to do that,
I like that,
is to just release frequently, create your content, and don't stop till something works.
I love that, man. Shout out to Nick. That's not the end of the video. We're going to get to it in a second. But he's even, if you listen to a couple of podcasts that Nick has been on, he even mentioned there's some record labels now that are talking about Nick. They're talking about Connor Price. They're talking about LaRussell, and they're like, hey, you see, the record labels are telling their artists, hey, you see what these guys are doing over here? Like, we need to do more of that. We need to do what they're doing. Can you imagine if a record label aside, if an artist that had the power of a record label behind them and had the funding from of a record label behind them and had the connections of a record label behind them, even put in, you know, 50% of this type of effort when it comes to content that Nick did and that Connor do and that LaRussell does, man, they would be taken off. And it's a shame. You know, it's a shame that they don't see it. Maybe it's not a shame, because then you've got artists like SR that are out here that are getting popular. But you see DaBaby, he does it really well. DaBaby's one of the few artists that puts out content, whether that's from short form content or music videos, that goes along with his music and makes it so entertaining. And, you know, I'm not even the biggest DaBaby fan, but just because I see all the effort that he puts in to pushing his music by creating short form content, long form content, man, it's just, there's so much opportunity there for y'all. And I want you to see it because there's a ton of good examples out there for you, like Nick, for example. So let's keep it going.
Just gotta keep going. All right, guys, 2024. It's gonna be a big year for a lot of you guys watching. And by big is relative. Big could be going from 10 listeners to 100.
200, yeah.
Could be going from 100 listeners to 1,000. That's huge. That's a huge jump. I don't think you guys know how many people 100 people really is. Like, you put 100 people in a room, you're like, good Lord, these 100 people really listen to me? It just seems less because the internet, right? It's just, there's no real ends to the internet. There's endless people out there. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. If you want these type of videos daily, because I'm not putting a ton of editing, I'm just kind of sitting down, throwing up my thoughts. But if you want these type of videos, and if you want them daily, I might be able to make that happen. I just give you my thoughts kind of on the day-to-day. And if you have anything else you want me to talk about, kind of throw my thoughts up on, comment down below, and I'll try to get to it. Anyway, that's all I got.
Shout out to Nick D, man. Y'all go check him out, Freddie for Artists. He's got a ton of other channels over there. I will drop the link to that video and to his YouTube channel where he drops all this content too. Super dope, man. Y'all know I spent the last year, 2 years spreading the same message and telling y'all this is really what works, and I can do better at it myself. You know, I do the live streams and I do some short form videos, but this year I think King Creole said it, doubling down on content, because you can see so easily how it just creates more opportunity for you. So all right, let me see what y'all are saying in the chat, and shout out to everybody who's in here. We got over 20,000 people watching on YouTube. And you know, BandLab gang is over there too. Let me see how many people we got on BandLab. We got a ton of people over on BandLab too. 55,000 people on BandLab. Appreciate y'all. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat about that video we just heard from Nick. Let me see. Museminds in here said my 2024 goal is to get 50,000 monthly listeners. Okay, that's dope. Oh, and he asked another great question. He said, what's the stream revenue from 30K monthly listeners look like? That's a great question. So it's going to depend on the artist, obviously. But I mean, if you have collaborations and splits, it's going to be different as well. But I'd say if you're just releasing music and you're doing it by yourself, 30,000 monthly listeners is probably going to get you anywhere from probably $600 to $900 a month, which is dope. Yeah, about, I'd say $600 to $900 a month. It just depends on the artist, and it depends on where you're releasing, who's listening to your music, your demographics. But yeah, I could probably even say 650 to 1,000, honestly. So it's definitely a big deal. And again, I'm telling y'all can easily get 30,000 monthly listeners. So I promise. And we're gonna show you and give you more of the blueprint of how you can do that too. Who else is in here? Aiden Kelly said it might be outdated, but he was crazy for that one. Oh man, I wish I knew which part you were talking about. Aiden also said singles and build up to a project. Yeah, and King Creole, I think he's gonna mention this. He did that really well this past year with his album he released. So shout out to him. King Creole says, I drop singles and then find a way to flip the single into either a short album or EP, but just drop collabs with other artists. I think he meant to say that have a buzz now. Drop. Yeah. Shout out to King Creole. Great advice. Free's in here. Shout out to Free in the building, my guy. Let me get some music in the background. Hold on. Speaking of King Creole, look who's playing in the background. Nothing's Too Good for My Baby by King Creole playing in the background. What else? Musemind said, I'm focused on quality over quantity. I think you got to be focused on both in 2024. That's just my opinion. I definitely respect, someone who says they're focusing on quality, but you got to focus on both, because with the landscape of music, I'm not saying it can be done, but if you want to maximize the opportunity of your music, you got to focus on both. So with that being said, Musemind, you got to think of it of how you can take the music and maybe use it in a different way. So if you're saying you're focused on quality and you're going to spend a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month creating that song, just have a lot of content surrounding that song. So show the creation process, show you, playing the guitar and how you produce the beat, create different pieces of what they call it, micro content from that release. So that way you can have things building up to it. You can have people who are finding your music from the short form videos. You can maybe release a snippet video. So there's other things you can do while still focusing on the quality. So yeah, just take those opportunities, because I think it's available and there's options for everybody. Free said more catalog gives you an opportunity for more to like. Yep, absolutely. King Creole said right now I'm just getting songs ready for the catalog, and then it's about to be a series of just drops. That's dope, man. Steezo said I'm more or less focused on quality and making sure that it sounds as close to studio sounding as possible. Fans don't want to hear clipping or just overall bad quality. Yeah, and Steezo, if you haven't watched the episode from yesterday, go watch that episode that we did yesterday, because Nick and I talked about how easy and how affordable it is to release music now. So even if you just have a little bit of music money you want to invest, you don't want to take the time to learn it yourself or have to do it yourself, it's easy, or I don't want to say easy, but it's a simple process to put out high quality music. You guys can do it. LA Wood says 100. Free says I know dropping whole projects when people aren't checking for you isn't the best route, but it's always best to have more material. Absolutely. Free. And then just, you know, spread out the releases. Super easy. What else are y'all saying? Lena V is in the building. Shout out to Lena. We got Barry McKnight, my guy, playing in the background too. LA said don't be embarrassed, ClassE, you're on your way up. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. My numbers were looking great a little while ago. Oh, shout out to Braden over on BandLab. He says, can you tell us about yourself? I'm a big fan. Yeah, I need to do an episode where I just talk about myself and my journey. I did it the first episode of the Music Morning Show, if I remember right. I'll have to go back and find that video. But yeah, if you want to know about me, I'll be talking about that throughout this year, and I'll do an episode dedicated to, I guess, the come up of, if we could call it a come up, but how I got to where I am now, if y'all want to hear that. Let me see. Casper Clark says, I feel that I hate making content, but it's what you got to do, I guess. Man, me too. It's funny. I was talking to my wife. Was it yesterday? Maybe it was over the weekend. And I was talking about the live streams, the Song of the Night live show we're doing and all this. And I said, you remember it was 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I told her, I said, I am never gonna be that dude that's on YouTube making content, posting videos. Like people are just gonna find me and should love me for my music. Boy, was I wrong. And now I wasn't wrong, because I actually started to do really well on Spotify thanks to some playlist placements, and my music was getting out there. But guys, you know, I saw that things were going in a certain direction, and I really needed to put more out there than just my music, just my beats. And it's helped me grow so much. So it's all about what your goals are. You know, if you want people to find you purely organically by you just posting your music, that's fine. Just understand it's probably going to take a while, and people might not find you at all. But there are certain systems and methods that you can use to get your music to more people, and making content, whatever that is a possibility. And there's so many options out there, you guys. I don't know if you're on TikTok, or I know all of y'all are on YouTube, because most of you are watching on YouTube, but you can go through and scroll through the YouTube shorts and see there are people who are making content. They're not even showing their face. They're recording the screen of maybe like a BandLab project of them talking about the song and then, you know, singing it. So there's so many options you can do that you can create content a little more simpler than just having this whole big Nick D, La Russell, Connor Price production. So something to think about. What else are y'all saying? Class Act Radio said you don't even have to be in the content you present. Yeah, exactly. Take your time, find a way you can create it and still accomplish your goal until you're more comfortable. That's exactly what I was just saying. I wish I would have read that first. All right, let me see. I want to get a couple more comments in here, and then we'll keep it going with the show. Let me see. Yeah, I think King Creole was in there. He said, He said he hates making content too. Yeah, it's tough. He said this year I'm doing more content. Exactly. And y'all just have to try it, honestly, and see what works. Free said more tickets you buy, the better chance you have to hit the lottery. And that's so true, man. And people out there are looking. There's a lot of places people are looking for music. So I mean, it's just up to y'all to take advantage of the opportunity. LA Wood said, ClassE, thanks for letting us hear that video. Yeah, absolutely. And I'll drop the links in the description of this video too. Miss Gab said, dang, I'm gonna run this back live. I must have missed it. The replay will be available after the show too. Let me see. Who else we got in here? Jesso's in the building too. Shout out to Jesso. King's Craft said, what's your real name, ClassE? Right, my real name? Oh, y'all want to know my real name? My real full name is Eric Alexander Harmon. That's my full name. Do with that what you will. And my social security is 317-829-5831. So do with that what you will. That's where the ClassE came from. So me and my wife, we were trying to, I was talking to her, having a conversation about what my producer name was going to be. And honestly, look at me. Miss Gal said, you got a fire ass name. Thank you, Miss Gal. He said that's his, King Craft said that's his middle name. That is hilarious. Yeah. No, me and my wife were sitting there and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this music thing. I got to figure out a producer name. I got to figure out what's my producer name. And I was like, I don't know. And so we were naming stuff. I'm like, I don't want it to just be something, you know, silly or ghetto even, you know, that's just not me. Y'all hear how I talk. You know, I'm not that guy. I was like, man, I just want it to be something, you know, something cool, something that's, you know, encompasses the type of music I make, something classy. And like something classy. He's like, classy, what about, I like that, classy. And I was like, okay, but what if I spell it classy and then with the E? She was like, yeah, go for it. So that's where ClassE came from. Yeah. That is really my name. So now y'all know. But honestly, looking back, I wish I would have went with my name as my producer name. Just because you know, it's cool to tie it to just you as a person and everything that you're putting out there. So I might change that up, going the artist route. I might have that out there. It's just like Eric H, or I don't know, I might think of something else, but I might even just, I'm thinking about and considering something down the road, just having kind of a lifestyle type vlog type channel to where it's just me. So I'll be talking about Song of the Night Live. I'll be talking about family. I'll be talking about, you know, things that are going on the producer side. So maybe we'll see how that goes. That might be this year, but yeah, it's something that's in the works. So shout out to y'all. Let me get a couple more things in here. Let me see what y'all said at King's Craft. Hey, we're twins, man. We're over there with the same middle name. That's dope. Danny Campbell's in the building. Says ClassE. What's up, Dan? Good to see you in here. Who else? King Carell says Eric the Red. Yeah, my uncle used to call him that. Rest in peace. He used to call me Eric the Red, like the Viking. Yeah, I love it. Rest in peace to Uncle Larry. And let me see. Miss Gab says, oh, you must have bad credit or a security lock dropping social. Yeah, if y'all want my social security number, you can just run back the video. I got my full name, social security number, my address too. I'll give y'all my address. It's 1 Glen Lake Boulevard, Northeast. It's Atlanta, Georgia, 30328. So you got my social, my full name, and my address. So yeah, it's gonna be rough out here. T Coop said, shout out to T Coop. Also, network is very important. My friends did music videos with a lot of Memphis rappers. In return, they have built relationships with so many of them, even got a feature from one for free. Now this is so true. We're going to be talking about that in future episodes too, T-Coop. So many of the things I've learned about YouTube, about music production, about growing on different platforms have been from networking. A lot of the opportunities I had have come from networking. So this is key. And we're going to talk about that in a later episode too. Casper Clark said, I knew the E was for Eric somehow. Yeah. All right. Could have been Aaron, I guess, but that would be it. Danny Campbell said, see you upload earlier, started watching, but see you're live here. So I'm here instead. Shout out to Danny. Yeah. We dropped our first video clip from the past shows, and I'm going to be dropping a video every day. So thank you to Danny Campbell for watching. It's glad to see that people are watching it and glad that it's working. So, hey, we're putting out more content. I told y'all, I am not just talking about it. I'm going to be about it. So we're going to put more content out here. We're growing and it's dope. Let me see. King Creole said he's named after the great B.I.G. Oh, okay. That's dope. Dope. What else? Free said new name alert. Yeah, look out for it. Miss Gab said it's just classy. Miss Gab said, nah, Eric ain't worried. He got the big guns. Yeah, y'all don't want to. I'm not even gonna say that because I'm not gonna talk like I'm that dude. But yeah, I know how to handle myself. Miss Gabs. King Creole said he got that Secret Service. Yeah, we got security. I'm not worried about it. Let me see. What else are y'all saying? All right, I think we're good. King Craft says, just an idea. Why don't you do a chat cipher, ClassE, and then put the best verses on the track? Ooh, I like that. Done. Okay, let's keep it moving because, oh gosh, this was supposed to be a quick episode. It is not, because we haven't even gotten into the music reviews yet. Shout out to BandLab Gang. I see y'all over there. Don't worry, I did not forget you. Shout out to Danny. He's over on BandLab 2, double dipping. I appreciate it. I had one more thing I wanted to get to, but man, we might not be able to get to it today. I really wanted to introduce and start talking about Connor Price. Just because, not only because I had it in the title, but I think this was a good lead into a couple of more topics that we're going to talk about. So what I'll do is we're just going to review these real quick. I'll only play like 3 or 5 minutes of the video and then give you guys some feedback and my thoughts on what's going on in the video. And then we'll get into the music review. So a lot of y'all may or may not know who Connor Price is. Well, I'm going to let him tell his story. So again, y'all give it up in the chat for Connor Price. Super dope artist. If you haven't heard of him, you need to check him out. This man is another person that is absolutely killing the game, not only on TikTok, not only on Spotify, but as an artist in general. He's got a lot of opportunities from networking like we were talking about earlier. So y'all check this out. This is Connor's video just talking about who he is, how he came up as an artist, and what he's got going on right now. So let's get it.
Lot of skits and globe spinning to promote my music. I realize I haven't really properly introduced myself. So if you're interested, here's the story of how I got here. When I was 6 years old, I got into acting. I started off in commercials, and of course my mom recorded and saved every single one that I did.
McDonald's? Without me? You're going McDonald's, Nick.
My first big role was when I was cast as the son of Russell Crowe in the movie Cinderella Man. Throughout elementary school and high school, I
this guy's been acting for a while too.
Some of my favorites was when I got to play Spin the Bottle in
Connor Priceless,
defeating a killer doll in The Haunting Hour, getting shot in the head by Dean in Supernatural. Now, my acting career was going great until COVID hit. That's when everything completely slowed down. Now, music was something that I had always had a passion for, but I never pursued it seriously. I had put some remixes on YouTube, but that's about it. When acting hit a really low point, I remember having a conversation with Brianna, and she told me, why not just try taking this music thing more serious? At first, I didn't want to do it because I was paralyzed by the fear of the judgment, but ultimately...
And his wife is super dope, man. Shout out to Brianna. She's actually... she's actually the mastermind behind a lot of what they do from a content standpoint. And we're going to hear from her in a second. But anyway, y'all check this out.
try taking this music thing more serious. At first, I didn't want to do it because I was paralyzed by the fear of the judgment, but ultimately, we came to the conclusion of what do I have to lose? So those remixes that I was doing, I started posting them on TikTok in a skit style format, and they started to pop off and go viral. I noticed people really like the skit style of content, so I stopped doing remixes and started promoting my original music using that same style. Consistently on social media eventually led to us coming up with the Spin the Globe idea, which was a massive success and completely changed our lives. And that's when my Spotify started growing like crazy. All my songs combined have done over 1 billion streams, and we're just getting started. So whether you've been following me since I was acting as a kid, or if this is the first video that you've ever seen of me, I just want to say thank you so much. Got a lot more planned for next year, so I hope you stick around. Happy holidays.
All right, there he is. That's Connor Price in the building. We're going to be talking a lot about him too. And when it goes to the networking side, like we were talking about earlier, Connor Price and Nick D have actually created a ton of content together, and that's just helped them even skyrocket their music a lot more. So I want to play one more thing from Connor Price. This is actually a interview that he did with his wife, Brianna. Again, she does a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. She's behind some content creation, behind a lot of the ideas that they've come up for skits and for themes for the content that they create. And they're talking on this episode of the podcast, which is called My First Million, one of my favorite podcasts too. So shout out to the guys over at My First Million. If y'all haven't checked it out, make sure you do that. The link to this video and to their podcast is going to be in the description. But they're here, they're talking about kind of how everything started, some of the ideas they came up with for content, and how they came up with those ideas for content. So anyway, y'all check this one out, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Different after that. And is that when you joined Brianna? Like, is that kind of when you Chris Jennered the shit out of him?
Yeah, that's when I really stopped trying to do a million things and focused just on him. And the biggest moment for us was creating a series. That's when we started the Spin the Globe series, where he would spin a globe and land on a country and collab with an artist. That took us from like here to like.
Yeah, that took off like crazy. That first video that we did where we landed on Zambia and found this Zambian artist, that video has 72 million views on TikTok and 72 million views on YouTube Shorts.
Jeez. It's crazy. And this is something I'm working on. I mentioned that to you guys a little bit earlier on coming up with my content strategy for this year. I actually have an idea of what I want to do to create content and use to promote music, and I'm super excited about it. But coming up with the series idea, especially when it comes to TikTok and just short form content in general, is smooth. And they're going to talk a little bit about how it helped them out. So
explain that video.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was an idea where I had this song with this artist named Killa, who's this independent artist from Zambia. When we first worked with him, he had less than 1,000 monthly listeners.
He had 189 monthly listeners.
And now he's over 1 million because of that song, which is incredible.
Wow.
And it's like changed his life.
But essentially we were like, all right, how can we market this? And I was like, all right, we need a strong hook in the first 2 to 3 seconds.
Let
That's
me
how fast
play it.
people
I want you to
scroll.
break it down.
Sure, no, please do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to spin.
All right, so I don't want to play the video just because it's going to get copyright stricken. So let me fast forward it a little bit. They're just playing the video. If y'all want to check it out, you can find the video from on Connor's TikTok.
In the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest. I flow hard.
So that whole thing, 5 seconds there. Like the speed that you hit them with that initial hook of like, you're already started. You're like mid-word. You're like, all right, I'm going to spin this globe. Now you're doing something interesting visually. And and then you set up the premise, the stakes of like, wherever my finger lands, I'm going to find an artist and do a song with them. Which, okay, I've never heard of that before. So where does this idea come from? And like, how much time did you put into getting that first 5 seconds to be good?
I was literally at the gym with Connor's mom, and I thought of it, and I texted him. I said, I'm stopping at Target. We're grabbing a globe. Here's the idea. And his mom parked the car. Man. I ran and got it. It was like $19. And to be honest, at the time, we didn't realize it would blow up. And we posted it on a Sunday, and it got 3 million views the same day. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, this is a series. We have to do this again. And instantly I went on my phone. I'm like, what country's next? And I searched hashtag Dutch rap because I really wanted a Dutch artist. I think that language is so beautiful. And I found this guy named Benz. Then we did episode 2 weeks later.
It's amazing.
And boom, that's spinning. And
yeah, y'all don't be afraid to experiment, man. I've got an idea, and honestly, I think the idea is super dope, but it might flop. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna test it out, see how it does, and if it doesn't work out, if people don't like it, then we'll move on and try the next thing. But don't be afraid to experiment, and even don't be afraid to be inspired by something that's someone's already doing. Even with this spin the globe idea, say you just take this idea and you say, we're doing a Google search, right? We're gonna Google search artists. So you're gonna type in on Google top artists or top independent artists in such and such, or you could even make it about BandLab. You could search in BandLab for an artist that's in a certain area. There's so many ways that you could take this idea and use it as inspiration to do something else for yourself and to promote yourself too. So
the song that now has over 100 million streams on Spotify in less than 9 months.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel, is basically what I'm saying.
So beautiful. And I found this guy named Benz. Then we did episode 2 weeks later, and boom, that's spinning. And
that's the song that now has over 100 million streams on Spotify in less than 9 months.
That's so insane.
It is insane. Yeah.
Wow.
So that first one that you were just playing, it really was just like, okay, how do we make content around the song? What's the contentable moment?
And what's something visual? What's something visual we can do?
Right. So for spinning, like the other one you played with the carrot flute, it was that idea of like, all right, this flute is such a strong element of the song. I remember watching a video back in the day where someone made
No. Christian, our brother-in-law was making a carrot flute at Christmas. And we're like, you're an idiot. What are you doing? And it actually ended up working.
Yeah, that video
and I'm like, what if we
too,
bring that into the video?
Right.
And then that's what made the song. Now people like call him like the carrot flute guy. And I'm like, what?
So for this one, the contentable moment for us was like, all right, we have this artist, myself, from Canada. We have this other artist from Zambia, a country that most people don't even know where it is on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually knew the artist. You had the artist idea first, and you're like, how do we tell the story of that? Almost you reverse engineer the story.
Correct. For this one.
Yeah, and that's super important, y'all. This is kind of how I'm starting to rethink how I release music this year. Is just having an idea for content first, or even like they were saying, having an idea for a collab I want to do, or for an artist I want to work with, and then creating the content idea and then making the music after that. Because a lot of us, we're at the point to where not necessarily that the music comes easily, but we have a solid structure for creating a good, high quality song. So that's in there. But now, if you can take that structure and then apply it to making content, man, that is just a recipe for exponential growth. So I'm excited, man. Excited for y'all.
We had the song first.
But
for every other one, we were
right.
We had no idea this was going to blow up. All our content that had performed well at this point was skits. And every time we posted a non-skit, it never did as well. So we really were just like, let's see what happens. I was very much inspired by like content creators like
Mr. Beast.
Yeah. As you can tell from like the whole editing style. And I edit all my TikToks. And so like the one word at a time. I love how in videos, it starts the first frame you hear, all right, guys, today we're going to blah, blah, blah. He just gets into it right away. And so I was inspired by that. Hence this intro that we had.
The first one, we had the relationship with the Zambian artist first, but after the first episode, it was very organic. And we found the artists like literally 2 days before the song was recorded.
And the great thing about creating content like that too, is once you start to create content, more people will start to watch it and you'll start to get feedback like, hey, you should do such and such. Hey, I want to hear this. I even had somebody in the chat, I think it was MuseMind yesterday. He's like, man, it would be great to have a conversation about promo and running promo. So you start to get more feedback. You get kind of a machine of ideas and people not only inspiring you, but giving you more ways to rethink the content and the music that you're making too. So super dope.
Why do you think this video popped off like that?
Okay, so I wanted to skip over and go to another part of the episode, but actually we might have to save that for a part 2. So we're gonna save that for a part 2. But big shout out to Connor and Brianna Price, doing it crazy. Shout out to Nick D, creating amazing content. They have a really cool story. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a part 2. So we'll talk about it either tomorrow or Friday, and you guys can kind of hear their thought process of how they came up with the idea, how they promoted the idea, where they go from filming, editing, putting the content out there, how frequently they do it. And I think this is just going to give a lot of insight into how you guys can apply this to what you're doing as well. So let me check the chat and see what y'all are saying. Casper Clark said Chris Jenner the shit out of him. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, Flunk said, all right, I'm gonna spin the globe is already a hook. Very, very true. Yep. Miss Gab said, I'm taking it and running with it. Yeah, shout out to Miss Gabs. I love it when I hear y'all saying you're gonna take action and just go with it, because you gotta experiment. You gotta try stuff and put it out there, or you'll never know if it's gonna work. Aiden Kelly said, anything is possible. That is so true. All right, y'all. So that is it for the topics for today. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's cool to see that you guys are willing to hang out and have conversations and you know, do some other things and the music along with the music review. So I appreciate y'all being supportive of this. I was hoping that, you know, the community would be receptive of these type of conversations, because I really just want to give you guys as much information and inspiration as possible to help take your music to the next level. So that combined with the music reviews, feedback, live mixing and mastering, and now we're giving and getting some game from artists and producers who are doing it well already, is exciting. So thank y'all, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for this new opportunities we got over here. Let's go. All right, so I need to get into some of these music reviews. So I know I said I was going to get Free in here. I have to get my guy Free in the building because I missed him the other day. So y'all check this one out, and then we're going to get the members in here. Big shout out to the members. We have a members only live stream coming up next week. So if you are a member, y'all make sure you stay tapped in and get ready for that. It is coming up next week. We are going to be adding your music to our Spotify playlist, the Rising Stars playlist, and we're going to be creating some new playlists too for you guys to get even more chances to get your music heard. All right, let's get this one by Free. It's called First Time I Died. Ooh wee. All right, let's go. Oh, of course I've got BandLab muted. My bad, y'all. Let me run this one back. We got to unmute BandLab. All right, here we go. Yeah, and shout out to LA Wood too, always showing love. I appreciate it. And I need to exit out of this. Y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I lost myself. Yeah. I lost myself.
It's going too hard though.
The first time I died, it ain't all good, my boy. And I know it's been a while since we spoke. I'm starting to realize I'm having trouble letting go. Demons in my dream and they chase me so. As if I get there, I hardly ever sleep. You know I never noticed that I grind my teeth. Our DNA code make us all unique. To feel like you, couldn't imagine or believe. They say a nigga strong, I feel I need change. Some ain't working if the answer is the same. 3 ain't back if you're handing out the blame. Try a little harder, circumstance might change. Pick up your remains, did you know I'm still fucked up? I wonder what you did this for.
Free.
Myself, yeah, you know the question still remain. Do you know I need
this mix is sounding nice, man.
It's not the first time I died. They really try to kill my pride. Gotta love yourself, walk it down and know yourself. Let go so the old me.
This is one of the cleanest mixes I think I've heard from you. Sheesh.
Will be the first time I
I got you, LA.
exact nigga contemplate suicide. Somebody gotta go.
Appreciate you, Casper Clark. Thank you, man. I love this, man.
I wonder where I'd be. This bitch don't start. It's always the same thing. I love to lost myself.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I died. I gotta talk to you. You in particular. Love yourself. You a king. You great. Shouldn't be no reason you don't talk to yourself. Know yourself. Allow yourself. For real. I died before.
Yeah, this is
I
nice.
know that person.
Hollywood Co's in the building. Yeah.
But I need change.
Yep, I agree, Lanisha.
And it's not the first time I've died. I pox it. You ain't got nothing to be worried about. Bless. Smile. For real.
Free, did you get a new microphone?
It's not the first time I've died. I lost
Sheesh, free in the building, man. Yeah, that is one of the best mixes I've heard from you. That was nice, smooth. The talent's always been there. The cadence, the delivery, it's been there. Free. So you got that. I like the structure of this. Actually, it's just, yeah. Somebody mentioned Lil Wayne. There's a lot of Wayne songs that have got this type of flow to it. So I could listen to that all day, man. Very well done. Lanisha mentioned it. I think the vocals need to be brought up just a little bit more, and you should be good. They sat in the mix really well. And he said, nah, I've been learning how to mix. Let's go. I love it. That's dope, man. I can definitely hear the difference. Yeah, that high end's a lot cleaner. It's really bringing out the, hold on, let me make sure this is right. It's really bringing out those nice tones in your voice. So keep working on it, man. You got it. Make sure y'all use reference tracks too, because that's going to help you get your mix to the next level. So just have a track that has a mix that you already like. Just drop it into your project, solo that one, and then unsolo it and listen to your track, see how they compare, and then you can make adjustments from there. That'll really help you out. Lanisha says she got a new mic. She says she got the Shure SM58. She said, I'm excited to try it. Anyone else want mics? Do you use any tips? Oh, okay. Anyone else? What mics do you use? Any tips? Yeah, that's a great question. Y'all let her know in the chat what tips y'all have, and then I can give my advice later. Y'all know what I'm gonna say already, because I say it on every one. Free said, is there something wrong with the mix? Yeah, it's just not the mix necessarily. The vocals are a little bit quiet, and I would probably tame those S's a little more, but the mix overall, it sounds clean. The reverb needs to be adjusted.
I lost myself. The first time I die will be the first time I cry. Biggest act a nigga contemplate suicide. Somebody gotta go. It was either you or I. You still proceed to lie.
Nah, it sounds good. Free. Hey, don't overthink it. That's good. That's good. LA said, I'm still using my phone mic. We got to fix that, LA. But the phone mic can still work too. So you can still get it. The lyrics was there too. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all are correct. Okay, let's keep it moving. I want to get some more of the members in here, and then we're going to do a speed round. I'm going to try. Oh, man. Yeah, that time that we spend at the beginning of the show just goes by so fast. So let me get this one from Casper Clark. He sent in the super chat too. Shout out to Casper Clark. He dropped a 5 bomb on us, and he also sent the entire project. So let's exit out of this project. That way we can hear the master version, and then we'll get into it. Y'all let me know what you think in the chat. We're gonna keep it going. Let me see. Good. Hopefully we're good on BandLab.
Always on the go with my 12 gauge class, you already know. The eyes bloodshot, we smoke heavy in the air. Every move that I make is like a consumed by despair. Paranoia creeping, demons hunting me in the dark, but it stays strapped. Got the pistol tucked against my heart. Yeah. Biscuit. Ready to explode on it.
Blazing Biscuit.
I ain't never slowing down. 12 gauge clapping, and I'm tearing up this damn town.
Yeah.
Biscuit. Ready to explode. Always on the edge, never folding. Always a bowl of blazing biscuit. I ain't never slowing down.
That's weird. Why is it showing?
Tearing up this goddamn town.
I mean, grab that shit and let's go. Come on. Don't talk shit unless you won't get hit.
Yeah, this just needs some work on the leveling, but I like it, man. This is nice.
Riding with my crew, rolling big city to see. Let's go. Blazing, repping Harvard, reaching, finding, gritty. Ain't no one above me. I'm the king where I stand.
King Creole say unique. TK said that's what they be playing in Mars.
Always ready to fight. I keep my high by my back when I step inside. Round gate clapping, sounding off like a drum. On the underdog, rise and watch me become the one. Blazing biscuit, I'm always ready to start. Always on the edge, never folding.
This is great. He said Mars trap.
I ain't never slowing down.
Y'all are tripping, man.
Tearing up this goddamn town. Blazing biscuit, ready to explode. Always on the edge, never folding. Always bold. Blazing biscuit, I ain't never slowing down. 12 gauge clapping, tearing up this goddamn town.
Yeah, shout out to Casper Clark. He's working, man. I can see every time he says something in, it's getting better and better and better. I'm gonna just do the leveling on this one real quick, just because your vocals were super quiet. So let me see what's going on in here. We're gonna mute. Let me find Blazing Biscuit. That's crazy, man. Where is the beat? This looks like the beat. Yeah. Wait a second. Oh, so this has the beat with the ad-libs? What is going on here?
Always bold as Blazing biscuit. I ain't never slowing down. 12 gauge clap.
All right, well, if the beat's not separate, then I can't do anything. Dang. Yeah, shout out to oh, DY Young's in the building. He said, hey, mix and master this. DY Young's in the building. Good to see you, man. I would, but he's got the vocals and the beat together. Dang. There's not much I can do with that because the vocals are just too quiet and muffled. So shout out to Casper Clark. If you get the everything separate, send it into the show tomorrow and I'll work on the mix and master for you. Yeah, DY Young said rookie move, gotta separate the vocals from the beat, family. Come on, man. King Creole said they don't have the frequency issues in space. Hey, I liked it though. I thought it was unique. I thought it was a cool sound. It just needed to be mixed well, and I think it would sound good. So shout out to DY Young, man. Good to see you back in here. I'm mad that I can't find what I was trying to find on Spotify for artists. Can somebody tell me where it shows you like what percentage of your streams or plays are coming from curated like Spotify playlist versus listeners playlist? Yeah, because that's annoying. I really wanted to find that, and this is a shame. I'm gonna find it and I'll show it to y'all tomorrow. I used to be able to find it like super quick, but maybe it's a per song thing. It only shows you per song where they're coming from. Source of streams. Oh, okay. So maybe that's it. So we're going to take a little bit of a detour real quick. I found it. This is what I was looking for. I don't know why it took me so long to find it. So this is what I was telling y'all about earlier. Oh, and you can't see the whole thing. So let me switch to this screen. So this is one of my most popular songs. Y'all see it's got 422,000 streams. And if you go to the source of streams, it shows you where the streams are coming from. So 1% from your profile or catalog, 18% from other listeners' playlists, 7% from Spotify algorithmic playlists, and then 53% from Spotify editorial and personalized editorial playlists. Now, this one is the cool one, and this is the one I'm focused on this year. Now, this is pretty good because it's half of the streams that I'm getting for editorial playlists. So I'll take that. That's not bad. But I want to get this up. I want to get this and these numbers up to closer to 30-40%. So this is at 20% right now. I'm gonna get it closer to that, so that way most of my streams are coming from listeners' own playlists. Again, this is still pretty dope, I think, for almost 500,000 streams. So I'm not gonna, you know, just say, oh man, that ain't nothing. But yeah, that's one of my focuses this year, and just moving forward in general, really just creating things that are gonna help push that number forward. And I'm gonna keep an eye on it with songs that I'm releasing, so that way I can see if what I'm doing when it comes to the content side of things is helping to push the music forward. So y'all stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's what I was talking about, and that's what I was looking for earlier, for those of y'all that missed it. Yeah, the streams are going crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely, y'all, some of y'all know my story and I need to tell it again, but yeah, I've been building up my catalog for years and years, and I'm just now, I think, starting to figure out how things work and how I need to move as far as promotion and getting my music to the right people. So we're making some changes this year, but yeah, we got it. Let me see. Second tab at the bottom. King Creole is saying in the app, source of streams. Oh yeah, y'all were trying to help me out. I appreciate it. Hollywood Code said balling off of streams. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Let's keep it moving. I want to get a few more in here. I see Hollywood Code's in here. Miss Gabs is in here. She did send one too. Shout out to Miss Gabs. She was actually the winner and claimed the last spot in the Song of the Night live tournament, which is tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all do not want to miss out. It's going to be a good time. But anyway, check this one out from Miss Gabs. She set the whole project in, but we're going to listen to the master version first and see if it needs some work from there. This one's called New Shit. Let's go. Yeah, Smizzy Smart is over on BandLab. What's up? What's up, man? Oh, is this a beat? I would freestyle, but I got my AirPods in. The latency is gonna be too bad. Hey, hey. This sounds like a beat. I like this. Yeah. All right, Miss Gaz, you gotta drop that one, man. Dang. That was dope. That was super dope. And shout out to BandLab for making it easy to make beats in here too. So y'all can see. Yeah, that was smooth. So y'all can see. I want to hear each of these by themselves. Oh, I can't because it's gonna. I want to mess up your project. But yeah, this sounds good. I like how you have everything structured. I mean, you've got the hook here. And then what is this going into, a verse? Or it looks like you got the verse first, and then that might be a bridge, and then going back into the hook or another verse. Yeah, I like the structure. This is good. And the chat's loving it too. Shout out to y'all. Gift of Gabs. Yeah, the 12 gifts of Gabs. Did y'all hear that one? That was dope. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. Who else did I see? We got to get another member in here. LA Woods in the building. Of course. I want to play that beat in the background too. That's dope. So LA Woods sent in one that is called Pimp Game. Or I'm sorry, Pimp the Game. I can't read. Y'all check this one out. And oh, it says there's a collaborator, but it's you. All right. Oh, I like the whisper.
They talk
like a bitch. Steal from they mama, ain't that some shit? We about them chips, watch this money flip. Stay with that drama, pack with 2 clips. Fool, what you lacking? Calculate this money, now I ain't even know my fractions. This world I gotta have it. Pimp this game out like a bad habit. We ain't never slacking, pistol packing, pimp slapping, always about that action. Nuts so big, can't even grab him. They say I be bragging. Fool, what you asking? What's happening? Bones we smashing, flesh slashing, car crashing, ravage like a savage, known to do damage. Never do we panic, throwing bodies overboard like the Titanic. Lyrics so dark, they call me satanic. More like a bandit, my mind cannot be managed. Make they flesh disappear like black magic. This be some real life shit, y'all ain't gotta understand it. Fucked in the head, spinning with the planet. In love with my ratchet, living life lavish. We go up and smoke on this cabbage. They talk all that lit, sound like a bitch.
I gotta add this to the
Steal
playlist.
from they mama, ain't that some shit? We about them chips, watch this money flip. Stay with that drama, pack with 2 clips.
When these niggas hear me spit, they think I got the heat on. I shit free, nigga want the feet, he gotta pay homes. Niggas out here switching up, I don't know what they be on. I'm out here acing shit, I'm coming first, yeah, I'm the one. Stepped in the game, put respect on my name. We 2 different people, no, we not the same. Yellow as fuck, baby, hot as the sun. Say one more thing and I'll cut off your tongue. I don't give a fuck, man, I'm ruthless as fuck. Need to act more like a lady, less like a thug. Don't be fucking with niggas like LA, and none, and I ain't never said I did shit I ain't done. I cannot be for the bitch I ain't seen. I stay on their mind, taking over their dreams.
Yeah,
everything
I like this, LA.
green. That nigga is something that I'll never need. And I'm about to prove it. 2 kids to take care of, nigga, I do it. Baby daddy went to prison, he fooling. He they dad, but he a real bad influence. I'm tired of losing, I done been through a lot. Baby daddy tried to call it, got blocked. Do I give a fuck? No, I do not. If you ever cared, you wouldn't got caught.
Yeah, that was fire. Very well done. Smithy Smart Hard is in the building. Shout out to him. It's good to see you, man. He's gonna be in the tournament tonight. Yeah, y'all killed that. A few things mix-wise, LA. I know y'all got the technical skill down. I like the flow. I maybe would say this verse, Big Corleone's verse, needs to be broken up a little bit, but I think it flowed really well, and he had some switch-ups in there that went nice. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. His vocals did sound a little thin, and once it got to your vocals, everything was just super, super low, especially compared to his and compared to the beat. So just work on the leveling, make sure the levels are good, that you can hear everything. I like the idea that you had here with that radio effect,
Free, nigga want the feet, he gotta pay home.
but it's still, again, it's a little quiet. So you can still get that radio sounding effect, but the volume be turned up a little more. So I would listen in on that, and then your vocals sounded good,
my name. We 2 different.
but some of those highs are still kind of, there's still some distortion there. So you get those right, you'll be good to go. Shout out to LA. Yeah, especially here, it just sounded a little low. Hold on a second.
Free, nigga want the feet, he gotta pay homes. Niggas out here switching up, I don't know what they be on. I'm out here acing shit, I'm coming first, yeah, I'm the one. Stepped in the game, put respect on my name. We 2 different people, no, we not the same. Yellow as fuck, baby, hot as the sun. Say one more thing and I'll cut off your tongue. I don't give a fuck, man, I'm ruthless as fuck. Need to act more like a lady, less like a thug. Don't be fucking with niggas like LA, and I ain't never said I did shit I ain't done.
No, you're not low.
Y'all ain't gotta understand it. Fucked in the head, spinning with the planet.
And actually, let me see.
Fuck, baby, hot as the sun. Say one more thing and I'll cut off your tongue. I don't give a fuck, man, I'm ruthless as fuck. Need to act more like a lady, less like a thug. Don't be fucking with niggas like LA, and I ain't never said I did shit I ain't done. I cannot be for the bitch I ain't seen.
Yeah, and I think it's some of it's loudness, some of it's the EQ, because those vocals are thinned out. It might be a little bit louder, but a lot of that low end of your vocal is missing. It's just missing some of that weight, so it just makes it sound low because we're just hearing it, all the vocals, all the high frequencies from the vocals. So it might be more of an EQ thing versus a volume thing, but I would just play around with it and get it there. Yeah, I wish you would have sent in the project too. TK said I can mix it. Shout out to TK. Always showing love to the community, man. That's dope. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving, y'all. Lanisha Houston, we got another member in here, and I got to get a few more, and then we got to get out of here, unfortunately. I know it's my bad because I started late, so I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer. But this one from Lanisha is called Sentimental. Let's go. Oh, YBLJ's on this one too. Shout out to Jay. Super dope.
Boy, said it once, I didn't lie. For your life, baby boy, I'm by your side. Never try to hurt you, never try to hurt your pride. And I'll be right there when you need a shoulder to cry. And every birthday we'll be blowing out candles. Big house with a big picture on the mantle. Real soft with your feelings, boy, I'll be gentle. Now you got me smiling, got me getting sentimental. Now you got me smiling, now you got me sentimental. Yeah, I love the way you dress, you be looking so clean. And when I'm in a rush, I know I'm acting real mean. I see my double cup and now I always start to lean. And more I'm only ever thinking of you and me. I'm only thinking of you. Look, babe, I got you. When you need me, it's 10 toes down when I'm in.
I like this. This is nice, guys.
It's me and you. So let's ride. Bonnie and Clyde up a room for the ride. Like Jay, never try to hurt you, never try to hurt your pride. And I'll be right there when you need a shoulder to cry. So when you need me, I'll be there for you. It ain't no question. When I hit your line, you never leave me stressed. And I be all up in my feelings, got me out just straight confess. The way you hold me down, my God, you're such a blessing. And every birthday we'll be blowing out candles. Big house with a big picture on the mantle. Real soft with your feelings, boy, I'll be gentle. Now you got me smiling, now you got me sentimental.
Yeah, this is an amazing collab. The transitions were so smooth. This is perfect. This is ready to go. Very, 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 very well done. Yeah, I got nothing to say on that one. But I added it to the playlist. And again, if y'all haven't checked out, where are they? Hold on a second. Go to the library, right? Playlist. If y'all haven't checked out the Rising Stars playlist over on BandLab, we are on volume 3 right now. So I'm adding some of the dopest songs from the Song of the Night Live and the Music Morning Show onto these playlists over here. So you see they're doing well. We got 15 people like this one, 12, 6. So they're growing. Again, just another opportunity for you guys to get your music heard. So make sure y'all send in some high quality music because I'm adding them to the playlist daily. All right, let's get a couple more in here. Let's see. Hollywood Code, did he send one in? I just need to go down the list. Code sent one in. We've got medieval shit up in here. Okay. Yeah, I gotta run that one back at the end of the show too. This one. Okay, cool. Check it out. He did this one with Nico and Goat Montana. Ooh wee. Dang.
Nico, yeah.
What's up, Crypto?
Medieval shit, yeah, I got on my armor. Seen niggas turn into Transformers. What goes around comes around, shit that's karma. They think that they fly, but they really be larva. I play with that girl, get her wetter than Harvard. She ride on a horse, she get hit with the joust. Leave them be headed, get hit on your spouse. I'm a bad mother, better watch your mouth. I do it for money, they do it for clout. You could talk out your dick to your head in the clouds. We live forever, no suckers allowed. We moving in silence, you moving too loud. All of that capping could call them cool out. Always talking about war, but gon' throw in the towel. Wow. Bitch, I'm a king, my flow a guillotine. Heads will roll, see it in your dreams. No submarine, I got a submachine. Pointed at you in your suffering.
Yeah,
that's the
nice.
flow of a fucking king. You got a problem, get it off your chest. The sword break your bone when it go through your flesh. Hope your armor is mesh. Bet wear a helmet, too late, I done went for your neck. Doing wrong for not coming correct. I got bars like I'm calling collect. It's killed to be killed and that shit ain't a threat. They sign their name by the X for a check. They said they sold us one hell of a deck. Marching with armor, we tell them to step. Medieval shit, we leaving on sweat. Got a sword in the shit, fuck it, beat them to death.
Go Montana, modern and evil shit. Cruella, devil, the bitch. Fuck these bitches ain't squashing shit. Watch that nigga never sucked on the dick. Bitch, I'm with the gang, so you know it's heavy hitters. Speaking on my name, I go and fucking get her. Skin so big, so I go flip mode. Blast on a bitch, you know I told the pole. Make a bitch see the stars. Smoking on Cali, but bitch, I'm on Mars. Bitches ain't fucking with me, bitch, I got them bars. Made in China, bitch, you know it's foreign cars. Locked and loaded, we stay ready. Girls on our hand, niggas know we heavy. Bitch, I got cake
but my name ain't Betty. Gangsta bitch, 9 times out of 10, I'ma shake some shit. Let a hoe run up on think a bit. I got aim, little bitch, I ain't missing shit.
Finna fry this shit up like fish and grits. Got 35 points and 6 assists. Every time you see me out, I'm in a different whip. Push the button, auto start, ain't no ignition switch. I'm a chemist in that pot, the way I flip my wrist. I be standing on the block, nigga, I'm getting rich. Bar for bar, or we can go hit for hit. Got your baby mama tryna get my dick a kiss. They let Hollywood coat on some different shit. With 3 white bitches like they Dixie chicks. Acrobatic with the work, I be flipping bricks. Selling all white powder like a pixie stick. Need the money and the power like I'm 50 Cent. Jacket cost 3K, Andre Benjamin. Finna lose myself, I feel like Eminem. Take your bitch, give her back like an Indian. Expensive patent, blowing all in the wind. These niggas way too sweet, they need some insulin. I'm just wishing for a burner like I'm Timmy Tim. Turn that beef into a burger, bitch, let's get it in. I ain't writing no statements, I don't need no pen. Flame never burning out, cause bitch, we lit.
There we go, man. Montana, Omnico, and Hollywood Co. Ooh, wee. Y'all went crazy on that one. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's not even worth, man. Very, very well done, man. Y'all are continuing to level up. It's so great to see. Crazy, man. And that one was produced by Dip too. Shout out to Destruction in Progress. Man, absolutely killed it. All right, let me get let me see. Did I get all the members? Yeah, I got a couple of y'all that weren't members, and I got a couple that were members. And I got all the members in here. Okay. We're gonna have to call it a day, y'all. But I'm gonna play some of y'all on the outro. Do not forget tonight. Don't forget, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the official Song of the Night live tournament. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be giving away some prizes, and one person will win the Song of the Night live tournament season 6. So make sure y'all tune in, share it with your family and friends, because we're gonna be listening to some songs too. So if you want an opportunity to get your music heard during the tournament, I'm gonna be telling you guys when we start the episode how you can do that, or you can go over to the video and you can figure out how to submit your music already. But make sure you guys tune in tonight. It's gonna be a great time. We'll be back here tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I won't be late this time. But we'll be back for another episode of the Music Morning Show. Thank you again to everybody who supported. Thank y'all for checking out the video we dropped earlier today too. In case you missed it, go back, watch the video. It's still up on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel. And if you missed it because you didn't get a notification, just hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any time that we go live. All right. I appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And don't forget to keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We gone. Peace.
Broken me, so I'm bleeding. Demons in, so you know that I know I can't see to let you go. Voices in my head saying that I should be dead. Voices in the dark, voices in the dark. Sanchez.
best under pressure. When they mess up, no, they call me. Pull up just to do work in the shadows, how you find me. Been real, I don't play games, never been a lame, boy, you friendly. Pin game, stay inflamed, how you stay sane in this industry. Skirt up in the old lip, ain't no handshakes or a howdy do. Stupid fly, my stock kicks, so you rockin' those, know you payment due. Race home to record tracks that'll probably never see the light of day. Shakespeare on my timeline, writing tragedies while you sin away.
Feel like a castaway, stress got me low so I meditate. Nothing occult to negotiate. Acid and pills, I'm anxious for real. You fools never gave me the time of day. Now that we up, I just celebrate. Cutting out ties, now you kinda late. Severing hugs for the dinner plate. Feel like a castaway, stress got me low so I meditate. Nothing occult to negotiate. Acid and pills, I'm anxious for real. You fools never gave me the time of day. Now that we up, I just celebrate. Cutting out ties, now you kinda late. Severing hugs for the dinner plate.
Nerd vibes got them locked down, how you spend the racks on a silver chain. Rather go and splurge a couple bills on a Charizard for a rainy day. Need to make a couple phone calls, know my goons ball like it's GTA. Drip booze like the sewers, where we climb through just to get away. Make sure that they know me, I'm a saved man, but I'm prone to fight. Pouring up through the afternoon, made the coffee bloom, I can't sleep tonight. Grew up like a screw up, got my credit up, now we living right. Flexing all these blessings, giving praises up to Jesus Christ.
Feel like a castaway, stress got me low so I meditate. Nothing occult to negotiate. Acid and pills, I'm anxious for real. You fools never gave me the time of day. Now that we up, I just celebrate. Cutting out ties, now you kinda late. Severing hugs for the dinner plate. Feel like a castaway, stress got me low so I meditate. Nothing occult to negotiate. Acid and pills, I'm anxious for real. You fools never gave me the time of day. Now that we up, I just celebrate. Cutting out ties, now you kinda late. Severing hugs for the dinner plate.
Nico, yeah. Medieval shit, yeah, I got on my armor. Seen niggas turn into transformers. What goes around comes around, shit that's karma. They think that they fly, but they really be larva. I play with that pearl, get her wetter than harbor. She ride on a horse, she get hit with the joust. Leave them beheaded, get hit on your spouse. I'm a bad mother, better watch your mouth. I do it for money, they do it for clout. You could talk out your neck till your head in the clouds. We live forever, no suckers allowed. We moving in silence, you moving too loud. All of that capping could call them cool out. Always talking about war, but gon' throw in the towel. Wow. Bitch, I'm a king, my flow a guillotine. Heads will roll, see it in your dreams. No submarine, I got a submachine. Pointed at you in your suffering. This the flow of a fucking king. You got a problem, get it off your chest. The sword break your bone when it go through your flesh. Hope your armor is mesh. Bet wear a helmet, too late, I done went for your neck. Doing wrong for not coming correct. I got bars like I'm calling collect. It's kill to be killed and that shit ain't a threat. They sign their name by their ex for a check. They said they sold us one hell of a debt. Marching with armor, we tell them to step. Medieval shit, we leaving on swift. Got a sword in the shit, fuck it, beat them to death.
Goat Montana, modern and evil shit. Cruella, devil, the bitch. Fuck these bitches, ain't squashing shit. Watch that nigga never sucked on the dick. Bitch, I'm with the gang, so you know it's heavy hitters. Speaking on my name, I go and fucking get her. Get so bitch, so I go flip mode. Blast on a bitch, you know I told the pro. Make a bitch see the stars. Smoking on Cali, but bitch, I'm on Mars. Bitches ain't fucking with me, bitch, I got them bars. Made in China, bitch, you know it's foreign cars. Locked and loaded, we stay ready. Girls on our hand, niggas know we heavy. Bitch, I got cake, but my name ain't Betty. Gangsta bitch, 9 times out of 10, I'ma shake some shit. Let a hoe run up on think a bit. I got aim, little bitch, I ain't missing shit.
Finna fry this shit up like fish and grits. Got 35 points and 6 assists. Every time you see me out, I'm in a different whip. Push the button, auto start, ain't no ignition switch. I'm a chemist in that pot, the way I flip my wrist. I be standing on the block, nigga, I'm getting rich. Bar for bar, or we can go hit for hit. Got your baby mama tryna get my dick a kiss. They let Hollywood coat on some different shit. With 3 white bitches like they Dixie chicks. Acrobatic with the work, I be flipping bricks. Selling all white powder like a pixie stick. Need the money and the power like I'm 50 Cent. Jacket cost 3K, Andre Benjamin. Finna lose myself, I feel like Eminem. Take your bitch, give her back like an Indian. Expensive patent, blowing all in the wind. These niggas way too sweet, they need some insulin. I'm just wishing for a burner like I'm Timmy Tim. Turn that beef into a burger, bitch, let's get it in. I ain't writing no statements, I don't need no pen. Flame never burning out, cause bitch, we lit.